I heard from a little birdie. I heard Buddy home already. So for all you people that ain't like, you know what I'm saying, keep talking about something, oh y'all not fighting, this and that, woo-de-woo. He did him a quick little spa treatment and got the fuck up out of there, you hear me? So
some things, Tank Davis, you know, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
He did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
You know, I mean, hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, you know, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get your shit together, man. That's it, you know, basically. Get your shit. You don't hit women, man.
Tank Davis, somebody you've had some interaction with on social. What do you make of maybe the lack of discipline or arrest?
Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. Is that what you want to put it down to?
Yeah.
It's more than lack of discipline. Yeah. It's vile. Do you know what I mean? I don't condone that at all in the slightest. So it's not got nothing to do with lack of discipline. It's got everything to do with moral compass. And for me, that's just, yeah, it ain't right.
The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against him.
Out of jail behind me, he was arrested this morning on the charge of battery of domestic violence. Take a look at that brand new video here. You can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his T-shirt to cover his head. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV waiting for him on the side. Now, Davis was arrested this morning, like we just mentioned, on a charge of battery of domestic violence after he allegedly hit his ex-girlfriend outside of her home on Father's Day. According to the arrest form, Davis and the victim have 2 children together and were in a relationship for about 4 years.
Do we know who the woman is? Because I saw some headlines that said baby mama. And I know what we just read didn't.
WBA lightweight world champion Gervonta Tank Davis has been arrested once again, this time on domestic violence charges involving the mother of his 2 children. The alleged assault took place outside her home in Florida on Father's Day. At just 30 years old, Davis is unbeaten in 31 fights, but his record outside the ring keeps getting darker. From previous domestic battery charges to jail time for a hit and run, the shadow of controversy continues to follow him. The details of the alleged assault paint a disturbing picture of what unfolded that day. According to the police report, what began as a routine Father's Day pickup escalated into a violent altercation in front of Davis's children.
Police say Davis went to her home to pick up the kids on Father's Day. That's when an argument took place before things got physical. He reportedly told the victim to remove the kids from the car, saying he no longer wanted to take them. And while she was leaning in to grab her daughter from the back seat is when he allegedly hit her in the back of the head and proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a cut by her mouth. Now, according to the police report, she texted her mother to come outside. The arrest form says her mother saw the victim crying and arguing with Davis and filmed that argument. Davis is a boxing star, a WBA lightweight champion, I should say, but he has had numerous legal issues in the past, most recently in May of 2023, but a Florida prosecutor dropped that separate battery case against him after a woman accused him of slapping her.
Now, with a court date looming on July 29th and a high-stakes rematch with Lamont Roach Jr. scheduled just weeks after, the question is no longer just about his legacy in the ring, but whether his career can survive this storm. But the legal trouble isn't just sending shockwaves through the public, it's also caught the attention of Davis's next opponent. Lamont Roach Jr., who fought Davis to a controversial draw in March and is set to rematch him this August, didn't hold back on social media. Right after the news broke, Roach took to Twitter, sarcastically suggesting he already saw this coming. Lamont Roach tweeted. That tweet quickly went viral.
This nigga's scared!
Sparking debates over whether Davis is mentally and emotionally fit to compete again so soon. But Roach didn't stop there. While keeping it real, he made it clear that even with bad blood, there are lines he hopes Davis hasn't crossed. Lamont further wrote on X, Roach's words reveal a rare mix of rivalry and realism. He wants to fight Tank, not watch him implode. But with a court date now hanging just 10 days before their rematch, the fight's future and Davis's career hang in the balance. And just when you thought Roach was done talking, he sent an even louder message, this time from the gym. From a training session, Lamont Roach Jr. looked straight into the camera and made it crystal clear that he's staying locked in on the rematch, with or without the drama surrounding Davis. That's not just a shot, it's a statement. Roach is letting Davis know, no matter the headlines, he's still coming, focused, ready, and waiting. While Lamont Roach is grinding in the gym and calling Davis out from a distance, Gervonta is behind bars, and now his voice from jail is painting a chaotic picture of what he claims is judicial abuse. In a recorded phone call from his cell, Davis tried to defend himself, not just from the domestic violence allegations, but from the system itself.
Yeah, man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge is. She locked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
Davis claims the judge jailed him not for violating house arrest terms, but for choosing to stay in a home he purchased rather than a court-approved one-bedroom apartment.
She's mad that I bought a property. That's why I'm sitting in jail. She said that I shouldn't have. She wanted me to be in an apartment. A one-bed apartment, you know what I mean, and I couldn't even, you know what I mean, take that, you know what I mean. She wanted me to stay in a one-bed apartment and have my kids and nothing to come visit me and things like that. I just want to spread light on this situation because as though she's taking advantage of me, she could.
Choking back frustration, Davis continued to accuse the court of mistreatment, questioning whether justice is even being served in his case. Whether these claims hold weight or not, one thing is clear, and now Gervonta would have to fight for this case and then for his image, career, and maybe even his future in boxing. As public pressure mounts and legal uncertainty clouds Davis's future, former welterweight champion Andre Berto has stepped in, not to criticize, but to offer perspective. Speaking in a recent interview, Berto acknowledged the personal chaos Davis is dealing with, especially when it involves complicated relationships and co-parenting.
Man, he just had to, I mean, have to hold his head up right now. Man, he got some kid focus. It's tough when you are dealing with, other people that you're in relationships with.
Berto knows firsthand the weight of fame and family clashing behind the scenes. His tone wasn't judgmental, it was human. And as the conversation continued, Berto emphasized that this moment could still be a turning point if Davis chooses to learn from it.
That you have to see because of a child. So, I mean, it's a tough situation for him now. Like I say, it's a tough situation for him. I mean, I guess that's all I can say right now, man. I'm just telling him to hold his head. And, hopefully it's a learning lesson for him. We can move forward and try to do better, and try to be better.
Supportive but real, Berto's message echoes what many in the boxing world are thinking. If Davis doesn't take control of his life now, the ring may not be there for him later. While some are offering tough love, others, like Hall of Famer Bernard Hopkins, are choosing to take a more measured approach. In a recent interview, Hopkins made it clear that while he doesn't condone domestic violence, he still hopes Davis finds a way to turn this moment into growth, not collapse.
Unfortunately, man, I hope he come out, you know what I mean, everybody else come out. I'm not with the domestic violence thing, man, but I hope that, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career.
Hopkins, who's seen fighters crash under personal pressure before, didn't mince words. Family comes first, then boxing.
Family first, then career second. But I just wish both his ex-girl, his kid's mother, can get things together and look forward and be positive going forward.
In a sport known for its comebacks, Hopkins is clearly hoping this becomes a wake-up call for everyone involved. Even rising stars in the boxing world are reacting to the news, but some, like Abdullah Mason, are choosing to stay neutral and respectful amid the controversy. When asked about Davis's arrest, Mason kept it short but sincere.
Today, Gervonta Davis was arrested for domestic violence. He's the champion in your division. What do you think about what's your reaction to that?
I don't know about that. I don't know Tank personally, and I really got nothing to say. I just wish him the best. Everything inside the ring, outside the ring.
A quiet but telling response. In a moment where the boxing world is split between support and scrutiny, Mason's words reflect what many are feeling: uncertainty and cautious hope. Meanwhile, Devin Haney, who's had his own tensions with Davis in the past, chose to stay out of the headlines this time. When asked about the arrest, Haney refused to throw fuel on the fire and made it clear he's not getting involved in Davis's personal matters.
Gervonta, you know, being arrested.
I don't speak on that. I can't speak. I don't speak on nobody's business. Whatever they do at home, that ain't none of mine.
A rare moment of restraint in a sport full of loud opinions, Haney's silence might say just as much as any critique. But while Devin stayed neutral, his father and trainer Bill Haney wasn't interested in addressing the controversy at all. Instead, he flipped the conversation entirely, steering the spotlight back onto his son's rising legacy. Rather than engage with the chaos surrounding Gervonta, Bill kept his energy focused on the future, specifically what's next for Team Haney. Bill Haney then stated, "We're on our way to the Mount Rushmore of boxing. November 22nd, you're gonna see what's happening." A clear message, they're moving forward and they're not looking back. Boxing legend Antonio Tarver didn't mince words. Speaking with raw emotion, Tarver acknowledged the seriousness of the moment, urging the boxing world not to cancel Davis, but to guide him.
You know, let's parade them, let's get behind them, let's support them, let's build them. I'm not saying I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but I just hope and pray that young man get it together. He's at the top of his career, prime of his career.
Tarver made it clear he's not taking sides in the case, but he's deeply concerned about what's happening to a fighter at the height of his powers, and he wants Davis remembered for what he did in the ring, not for what could destroy him outside of it.
I would want him to be remembered more by the things that he's doing in the ring rather than out. But, you know, sometimes you gotta win in life too before you can get in that ring and win. And sometimes life is harder than any opponent that we could face. And I just hope he get it together, bro.
That part hit different because Tarver's not just talking about Davis, he's talking about the system, the culture, and how too many fighters today are navigating fame without guidance.
I feel like a lot of these young men don't have no mentors, bro. It ain't no more handlers in the game, bro. It ain't nobody taking care of the camp. These guys out here on their own frequency, bro. And I just think there's no more leaders in the game, bro. They're not going to where that real energy is that can really humble these guys a little bit. You know, we only got a short period of time to be professional boxers. This shit is over quick, bro. And you don't ever want to live with no regrets.
In a sport that chews people up and spits them out fast, Tarver's warning was loud and clear. The rematch with Lamont Roach might still be on the table, but if Davis can't get his life in order, his entire legacy is at risk.
That'll hunt you, bro. That'll hunt you when you know you had the ability to be the best. You don't want to live with no regrets. I hate to see what's happening to Gervonta Davis right now. I hope he get it together. That rematch is out there. It'll just be sad if this derailed him. If this derailed him, it'll be sad, bro.
Tarver said what many are thinking. This isn't just about boxing anymore. This is about whether Tank saves his career or loses it all. This isn't just a one-time mistake. It's the latest chapter in a troubling pattern. Davis, now 30, was taken into custody in Miami, but released on a $10,000 bond with a crucial court hearing set for July 29th. But this arrest is far from his first run-in with the law. He's previously faced 2 other domestic violence charges, one in 2020, another in 2022. And let's not forget the hit and run case in Baltimore that landed him 44 days behind bars last year after violating house arrest. So this isn't an unfamiliar situation for Davis. In fact, he's been here before, publicly and legally. Back in late 2022, he was arrested in Florida after another disturbing altercation involving a woman. According to police reports, it was violent and unprovoked.
Let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge is. She locked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
To the home detention people. I listened to everybody to the T. She's mad that I bought a property. That's why I'm sitting in jail. She said that I shouldn't have. She wanted me to be in an apartment. A one-bed apartment, you know what I mean, and I couldn't even.
That case added another black mark to an already troubled timeline. Arrested just an hour after the incident, Davis was hit with a domestic violence battery charge and spent the night in custody. For critics, it wasn't just another mistake, it was a pattern that's now threatening to drown the fighter's career in controversy. Back in 2020, he was arrested after a disturbing incident at a charity basketball game went viral, where he was seen aggressively grabbing his then-girlfriend by the neck in front of a crowd.
She's doing stuff that's not right to me. I feel as though I don't know if she's a bad judge or not, but
this sucks. So Gervonta Davis, he's had issues
slap him with closed hand.
Okay, that's another thing that doesn't make sense.
That's called a punch.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Well,
like slap.
Nah, it's a punch.
That arrest led to domestic violence charges, and now, with new allegations in 2025, critics are asking the same question again. How many chances does Tank get before it all catches up? As the headlines pile up and fans begin to question whether Gervonta Davis can bounce back again, analysts and commentators across the boxing world and beyond are starting to speak out. What was once seen as youthful recklessness is now being viewed by many as a consistent pattern of destructive behavior, and some aren't sugarcoating it anymore. That tone, it's no longer hopeful, it's tired. Tired of the excuses, tired of the legal drama, tired of watching one of boxing's most electric talents seemingly self-destruct again and again.
The cop said,
now I got skeptical hippo eyes. Gervonta Davis knocks grown men out.
Hey B.
No, I'm sure he hit this woman.
He has a history of it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he had other issues.
Yeah, this isn't the guy to die in the hell for.
No, I won't die.
Trust me, I'll let you know who should die for. He ain't one of them.
Yeah, so he's done this before.
Yeah. He's his own worst enemy.
And that last line hits hard because it reflects what many in the boxing community have feared for years. No opponent may ever beat Gervonta Davis in the ring, but outside of it, he might just beat himself. The question is no longer about skill or titles. It's about whether Davis can survive the damage he's doing not just to others, but to himself. Gervonta Davis was once seen as the future of boxing, a generational talent with knockout power and superstar appeal, but now that future is clouded by controversy, courtroom dates, and questions he can't dodge with footwork. The rematch with Lamont Roach Jr. still looms, but so does the possibility that Davis's biggest battle isn't in the ring, it's within himself. The truth is, titles can be reclaimed, fights can be rescheduled, but a broken image? That doesn't heal with time alone. Do you think Gervonta Davis can come back from this, or has he already thrown away the fight that matters most? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.